The wheels on the bus are falling off in Kamala's land. Instead of getting serious on the lagging learning declines indicates for American students, she was starting her love of yellow school buses and pushing a $5 billion White House initiating for schools to go green. Who doesn't love yellow school buses, right? Can you raise your hand if you love a yellow school bus? Right. Just there's something about that, and many of us went to school in yellow school buses, right? It's a past of nostalgic and memory of excitement and joy of going to school. She reminds me of the red wheelbarrows. This is weird case. I do remember that poem Girk. It's amazing you do. I would urge you to look at the social media. Nobody is telling her what to do. Nobody is giving her advice. Look, you're beginning to sound like a crazy school teacher. As VP Pence has COVID task force bidden, had Iraq withdrawal, Dick Cheney had a war. Kamala Harris portfolio is electric school buses and she loves it. You buy this expensive toy for your children and you give them a stick. They love the stick. Have it, Kamala. Do you think, by the way, a big investigation on the behind the electric school buses, a lot of dirty money and China money behind this? That's a shock, Judge. It's not necessary harmless. It's a lot opportunity. We are talking and an educational catapult. The priorities again are reversed. We have a largest average score for reading decline since 1990, the biggest ever decline in mathematics in history. She's worrying about electric buses. You know what, good for her. She's not. She's clueless. She's worried about electric buses. She should be worried about crime, the things that stuns me. Why these electric buses? Why one of these thoughts? Why one of things that did as DA, I did a great jury report school buses. Kids are not buckled in. There is no seat belts on buses, and the genuineness of the grand jury investigation had to do with the child that was injured. It was like a projectile. It's interesting that feeds require us to wear seat belt but not kids on the buses, protecting them that way. They want energy propelled school buses. Girl, she didn't accuse him of not letting him ride in the bus. She did once. They do trigger a response. If Shibandal had you spoke about the categoric learning scores in math and languages and so forth with the using as a peg to deal with that issue. That is her speech writing have lost a real opportunity. Here I think that children sitting in the fossil fuel driver buses and exhausted leaking and the school buses get old, and then I think it's a nice idea. I want all school buses to be electric and all government vehicles to be electric. I also want a pet unicorn. A pet unicorn. Also, wouldn't it be a great if government aboard using electric buses to send migrants to their homes? See, if they complain, then how do you dare to complain about that? I said on the learning laws that president should call a cabinet meeting and ask everybody to come with 2 or 3 ideas. This is what they came up with. This is incredible. Kamala Harris, as the Vice President of United States, is not coming to blame the staff for not telling her. She should say, oh no, I am not going that event. That sounds like an event that I don't remember. Pets should do. Transportation Secretariat exactly make him do the ridiculous event, he said. No, probably. Offered it him first and said, give it to the lady. Give it to what's her face. You're probably right. We probably just broke a story here. You know what the sources says? It was offered, but Budgling. He turned it into, he said, give it to that lady. Thank you.